welcome to my channel. I'm MaryAnne and you are watching MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Thank you so much for tuning in. I feel great. I feel inspired. It's a brand new week. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings for today, February 8th, 2021. So today, for those that are new, welcome. I appreciate you stopping in and checking this out because, you know, new things can be good, right? You might want to continue to come back. That's my wish. And it's just nice for you to take the time. I am a long-time tarot psychic intuitive reader, and my main interest has been, for over 40 years now, the combination and connections that happen with the different astrology signs. And I'm just fascinated with it, but I love it, and it makes a lot of sense. So I try to convey that to you, maybe teach you some things, but if you know a lot of this, you can come simply because you would like to hear the messages that I use through the tarot and my divinations and my oracle, you know, cards, and the messages are just so profound and beautiful, you know, and they really uplift people, I hope, and I've heard, and I only really want that for this channel. So so what happens is I pick two sun signs every day. The featured or focused sun sign today is going to be that of Scorpio. Scorpio has been coming up a lot as the highlighted, I've noticed, and it makes sense, and I'm perfectly fine because a lot of the featured sun signs that I read for are very compatible with Scorpio, so it's been really beautiful. But so that is the featured sun sign today, and then we're going to pick the highlighted sun sign where I read the three major category messages, extra messages, and that's done right in front of you. And then I put it in the description. So what do we have? So in the last, I checked before I did this video, Scorpio, you had two fire signs. You had a Leo highlight, an Aries highlight, and then you had a Taurus from the last three readings for you. We are on the beginning of the month readings. We're going to be doing the mid-months directly after, and then bonus readings for the extra days. You have Aries again. I'll be darned. Wow. Well, we just did Aries, you know, for the beginning of the reading again. That's the first sign I always start with. But I really like this a lot. It tells me there's so much power and passion, and what I really like especially is that Scorpio, you are a beautiful, emotional water element sign. You really, really care deeply, and you base your life and your choices, I guess, you know, certainly when it comes to your love, solely on how you feel and what you pick up energetically, okay? You're incredibly perceptive. You are very, very gifted as far as being psychic and prophetic. And, you know, when I say the waters run deep, they really do in Scorpio. And it's just this well that's ever, I want to say churning, but I don't know that that's the right word. It's just that you really, really are intensely passionate about your life, your circumstances, your friends, all kinds of connections of love. And you are ruled by Pluto. So Pluto is all about transformation, you know, I mean, transforming us in the ways that are easy, ways that aren't, but ways that improve us, that help us with our success, that are the honest, deep down truth about what we need to know about ourselves that is working and that isn't working, sort of thing. That's the influence that Pluto will do. Pluto also is known for the planet of disease and infection. There was huge predominance of Pluto last year, you know, in addition to Jupiter, who's the planet of expansion, so you get the picture as to what happened last year. It's just phenomenal when you study astrology as our, you know, our map of what is happening and how we choose to, you know, take that in or allow it to guide us or what have you. But I would say that Scorpio definitely is very predominantly interested in delving into all sorts of important topics, and astrology definitely being one of them, because they want to know the real truth. I mean, there's so much to learn and to unearth about many topics, but they just keep going and going until they find that truth, whatever that may be, you know, and they will reveal that truth. And that's important. Now, interestingly enough, it's the 8th today. Scorpio represents the 8th house in our astrology natal charts. You know, we each get one if you want to look it up for free. I always advise people to do it. It's so awesome. astro.com or cafe.astrology. Wait, what is it? Cafe Astrology. I'm sorry. It's not that hard. But it is for me lately, I'll tell you. It's been an interesting past week or so. That's why I'm great for the new week. But there is this interesting synchronicity today with the 8th house, the 8th day. 8 is also incredible, powerful in numerology, a powerful number, a manifestation number like crazy, and also an abundant number. So I like that a lot for you. And so Aries, oh my gosh, you are a fixed sign as well. So, you know, when you go for things, there's no second guessing it. You know, you're not interested in really being sidetracked or too much multitasking. You want to just dive in and you are going to do what you got to do. You're going to be extremely good at it. You are one of the water signs that's very intellectually inclined. You really like to study the psyche. You're interested in learning and studying, and you're very intelligent and you know many things. And you do have this mystique about you. There's no getting around that. Some people know you very well and some people will never know you, you know, but you do reveal what you choose to reveal to those that you feel particularly comfortable and safe with. That's an important aspect. You want to be able to trust. And when you don't or you've been let down, it's not easy for you to forget that, you know. Well, I will say, because I like to keep all of my readings on a positive note about every single sign, because we all have beautiful attributes. And so, but you know, there are parts of us that can be more shadowy and whatnot, and we just want to be aware of that as we live this life and do the best we can and work towards those changes and challenges that, you know, for the betterment of ourselves and the people we're with. Hugely important, right? The whole love aspect. It's about really compromising and working with others. That's what really, I think, is the best part about love and relationships, is that growth that we can have. So, but anyways, you are absolutely gorgeous and beautiful in so many ways, and you're true blue, loyal to the end. And yeah, there's so many things I can say about you, but we're going to keep it shorter because I can go on and on. And your highlighted connection, which may not be for everybody, but it is Aries, and I love it. And if for some reason it's not, just know that these oracle messages that are coming up next have to do with every single Scorpio and every single other zodiac sign that you may or may not be in connection with, okay? But whether it be romantic or what have you. So, and I'm working so hard at not tripping over my words and stumbling, so forgive me if I am. That is also definitely a Mercury retrograde we're smack dab in the middle of now. A couple more weeks and then a shadow period, but we're good. Aries, the first sign, the fiery passion. I started to tell you a while back because I do that a lot. Aries is a cardinal sign. They initiate the season of spring, the number one season, right? The number one sign. They are leaders. They are confident. They are incredibly spirited and very, very positive in many ways, like a child, you know, being the first sign, you know, learning from the beginning, all the things that you need to learn about the world and wanting to do it all, like a kid in a candy shop, but not really thinking necessarily too much ahead of time. Just kind of going for it, right? There's that enthusiasm. It's very, very contagious, and people love it. And there's just a big, big heart there. So that's a really big attraction for you too, Scorpio. And what I wanted to tell you way back is that the both of you are ruled by Pluto now, Scorpio, but historically, you were definitely ruled by Mars, which makes sense to me because of the water signs, the three water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You are the most intense. Like, you are fired up about stuff, and that water boils sometimes. And everyone knows it. I mean, you're not one to mince words, you know, what you see is what you get. You're very authentic, which I love. And I think it's important that people are, and you can recognize people that aren't. You know, you have that extra sense or perception that's very, very keen. But that's the authenticity too with this Aries. They're real. They're like a child. They're like, oh, when they have a feeling and they're excited, they're just like, they'll say things sometimes and then they regret it because they're just speaking from their heart, right? So, but yeah, you're both ruled by Mars. Now there's that part of you where this Mars rulership, that is the planet of war and aggression and, you know, forward movement and fire and heat, you know, when you get heated up. That's what perpetuates people a lot of times to get things done. So if it's temperate, as they say, or balanced, it's okay. It's what gives us that, you know, energy to do what we need to do and get things done. I love it when Mars is in my sign. However, yes, I have to be careful because maybe my temperament will be a little shorter than usual. Maybe my patience is even less than it is now. Because I have an Aries moon. We're not known for patience. I can be really patient about some things though, so it's kind of weird. But that's because there's all different types of planets in our chart. So we are the sun sign, and it's very important. It is our personality, our drive, our ego, our, you know, our likes and dislikes, and the exterior part of us. But, you know, if you're, there's a lot of us, there's a lot to us, we have a lot of layers. But, you know, I love this combination because you've always been known from my studies to be attracted to each other, number one. There's definite intimacy and passionate energy with the two of you, no mistaking that. I think you appreciate each other's, you know, zest and interest and energy and appreciation for life and its many facets and unlimited possibilities is the kind of energy that I see the two of you working at. There's a lot of variables, but I just really like this, and I've been loving the readings. So as I said, this is the beginning of the month. If it doesn't resonate this moment and the moment you're watching this, give it a day or so, because sometimes it takes that long. You might feel the same exact energy at the moment you are reading it too. So just know that. And like I said, you may feel more in tune or resonance with the oracle messages. So let's read the 3 categories for this beautiful highlighted connection of Scorpio and Aries for the 8th of February, 2021. The first category is always the overall energy, the catalyst that brought you to this reading, basically what's happening to this point in time with the two of you in general. And let's see here. I'm using this beautiful deck of the Star Spinner Tarot. It's a new deck and I love it. Just want to make sure I shuffle it all up really well. So the first energy message is, oh, it came up anyway. It's so interesting. The Fool. Is this the Fool? Yes, it is. Let me put these on. I have my new spectacles. These are cheaters. It's the only thing I really cheat on, I promise. But whoa, those are strong. Nope, I'm wrong. Prince of Wands. Please forgive me. Prince of Wands. Okay, so nope, Page of Wands. Why did I say Prince? Some cards say Prince. The Prince is a youthful energy. The Wands are the fire. So there's that fire I mentioned that you actually kind of still, I think, hold within your DNA, if you will, being as passionate as you are, Scorpio, but certainly Aries. So you're feeling that energy, and it feels really, but a lot like you're really excited, like you have something maybe not outwardly expressed yet, but you have it in the back burner. And if it's about the two of you, then it's the initiation of maybe this relationship. Maybe it's the talk of a child because of the youthfulness. Something that you've been putting on the back burner, but you're interested in making happen. But it's all in the beginning stages. It's still being discussed, but it feels really positive. It feels like it's time. It feels like it's got that momentum and the fiery passion behind it. And it could have to do with you just remending. Is that a word? Because I don't know if it is. I'm just doing my best. You want to remind yourselves of how important being a child is. Remembering your childlike self. There's been a lot of serious things that have occurred in the last year. And it's affected all of us. And if you can remember to have fun with each other, to take the time to turn something on, whether it be, you know, YouTube or TV, whatever you watch or listen to, that makes you laugh, it's going to instantly make things better. And it really, really works that way. And it's, to me, the best medicine. So those are the variables. I don't know which one is affecting you, but it feels really good. And you've got that light and that candle leading the way, and the star and the trust and the all the intention, all the, as they say, ingredients you need to start this situation, start this project. Although having said that, not to be too contradictory, this is also the time maybe to just do the last finishing touches, because it is new and you want to make sure, you're you're finding out and doing your due diligence on whatever it may be about. And not rushing, which I would say the Aries would, but not so much the Scorpio. So you can balance that out. Being in retrograde is a time you would generally just kind of review and reevaluate, revisit all the re's. And we've got, like I said, 2 more weeks. It ends on the 20th, but there'll be a little bit of a shadow period. Never really good to do anything new on the first day of the retrograde or the last day, give or take, before and after. But something to really think about. Maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. The second category is the possible blessings or obstacles. And what do we have here for you? Because I always think that a lot of times our obstacles become our blessings. And some of the blessings are no obstacles at all. So this is really, really bizarre. Yeah, this is another card. Now, I did the shuffling, but for some reason, these are meant to be. But I love it. The second one is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the earth element. This is the practical side of us. This is interesting. Capricorn, the moon went into Capricorn today. It went from Sagittarius into Capricorn today. So that's the energy that can be utilized for all of us. And especially for the 2 of you right now, if you're thinking of a new project, it's letting you know that you're going to be getting some money or indications of information, which is what the knights are. They're messengers. And they bring that information you need about whatever the topic is. So this is about your sustenance, your stability, your security, your money, anything that's related to those things. It's also could be job related, information, new information about a new job lead, a new entrepreneurial, endeavor that you may be starting, either of you or both. It's definitely feeling good, but I will say the Knight is the slowest because they take their time, they check things out very diligently, and it lasts. It's a done deal. It's a permanent type of thing. It's not like they have to redo stuff. And I would say the stall or the wait would just be the remainder of this Mercury retrograde if that's the case. But definitely not by any means giving up or thinking that it's not happened yet, so it won't. Not the case at all. This is a gorgeous week, by the way, for some wonderful, wonderful new planetary astrological, events. And I'll mention right now, and I'll of course bring it up then, the new moon on the 11th, which is Thursday in Aquarius, because of course we have 6 planets by Thursday in Aquarius. So it's very, very, very mind-oriented time. It's a time of thinking and learning and sharing and expressing and uniting and networking and working through, pushing through information, new ideas, justice, fairness, all the stuff that's supposed to be happening behind the scenes from what I understand. So it's very, very, very real time type stuff right now. But yeah, I like that a lot. So that would be a blessing, and the obstacle is the wait perhaps. But be patient, because this new moon will reveal even more new things. It's always about new beginnings. It's definitely about writing down your intentions. It's supposed to be the luckiest day of the year. This is the common thing every single year. So there's a lucky day, and this is it. So please do your best to know that and do what you can. Because, things will come around again. It's not the end of the world. But if you know it ahead of time, which is why I like to do the spoiler ahead of time, is because then you can really visualize and create some things for yourself. And then watch them magically appear, because they do. The final category is the category of finances. And that's, once again, which is interesting. It's a couple of things kind of leading to that. Is just that. It's your finances, of course. But it's also the things, once again, that matter to you on a physical level, which we can feel and touch and actually see. Because there's a lot of things happening we can't, and we know this. I hope you know this. You must be. You wouldn't be watching this channel. It's a constant, and I'm more aware of it every single moment and day that I live. And I'm excited by it, and some of the things with this Uranus influence being the ruling planet of Aquarius, Uranus being in Taurus, which is about money. A lot of interesting and unexpected things come about. Not all bad, though. But definitely keeping you on your toes, okay? That's what life's about, right? Oops. What do you have? You have bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Judgment. Major Arcana. The horn is being sound, boy. It's done. It's a done deal. Something that had to be made, some decision, perhaps about your money, obviously, under the category, has been done. It's almost karmic, I want to say. You know, this is not just from exterior, but it generally has a lot to do with divine intervention. Something that needed to happen because of things unseen has come to an end and a culmination. And I feel like it can be fabulous. I feel like it's something that's well-deserved. I feel like you yourselves could be making the judgment and the decision. Yes, I want to stay with this relationship. It makes me happy. I am completely content. And it may have been a decision you were mulling over for a while. But I feel like it's a beautiful, victorious one. And whether it's necessarily good or bad, it's done. And you will be hearing about it. But like I said, with these previous cards, I feel and sense beautiful, beautiful energy. And I also want to say that, well, you've got this star over here. So there's always that dream, that belief and that wish to never let go of your dreams, first of all, but to continue to focus on what it is you want and not what you do not want, right? That's the law of attraction. So that's gorgeous. That is beautiful. And I'm hoping, for your sake and anybody's actually, that this is definitely relating to the money that's pending for a lot of us to receive. And yeah, the decisions have been made in your favor. So I love that reading. I feel really positive. And what I always like to say is come back mid-month. See if it's similar or you know, growing on the same theme. Something like a baseline to be able to, you know, equate it to. But yeah, that's gorgeous. So I love it. And like I said, I hope that resonates and you feel good about that. And so then I'm going to go on to the Oracle readings. And this is for every single beautiful, beautiful Scorpio and all of your connections. All of the zodiac sign and your connections. This is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, which I think is right in tune with who you are. And so, yeah, I'll just pick out specifically for you and have Spirit help me in the process. Rest and reconsider. Well, what a perfect card for a retrograde, huh? Interesting, because you've got the page, just kind of that beginning, that possibility of kind of reviewing and thinking about, right? Still not sure, but boy, is this perfect. It's number 9. 9 is the completion number in numerology. So, and you've got that beautiful violet border, which is the third eye and the intention, the higher power knowledge we have that's always there with us. Give yourself some time to think and rest. If you've gone through anything I have in the past week, we all need rest, because I was always saying there's the sweet and there was the salty, basically one after another, constant last week, and there was some real changes that occurred just instantly, totally unexpected. But I've gotten through them, and you always get through them. You know, it's almost, dare I say, intriguing and exciting? Probably not. Probably don't want to push the button there, but let me read to you specifically what it says though. So the violet border represents spirit. That's the wands. So there is this passion, boy. Your rest and reconsideration will enable you, if nothing else, to build upon that energy and keep it, you know, keep it fired up and full, you know. Just so when you can go forward after the new moon, maybe, you know, after the 20th, you're gonna have all gears ready and hit the ground running, basically. So, what do we have here? Indigo, the violet border. Wands, that should be the next one. Or the first. Where is it? Bear with me. I suppose I should put little things. I opened up a 111 page. Come on, here we are. All right, spirits, number 9, the very end. And what it says for you specifically, which kind of said it in itself, the key words are fatigue, perseverance, strength, and recharge. Just like kind of oxymorons in a way, but all relative and very important during this retrograde because it can really exhaust and it can take away from your energy if you'll let it, And that's just the energy of the planet, that's what happens. Sometimes the struggle to create and maintain harmonious and fulfilling relationships seems like too much work. You put forth your best effort and give more than you share, and find that there are still issues to be dealt with. You're tired, and at times you just want to give up. The message of this card is to persevere. And you may have been disappointed or hurt in the past. Know that those past sorrows have made you stronger, even though you don't feel that way at the moment. This is a good time to briefly step away from any conflict or issues around love. Give yourself some space to relax, replenish your energy. Continuous effort stresses the body and dulls the mind. You need to rest and reconsider your methods. Once you've recharged, that's the word I was trying to say, recharged yourself, you'll be stronger, clear-headed, and confident, ready to move forward once again with the new ideas about how to improve your situation. So I love that because I think we know that, but just hearing it always is really good. It's that reinforcement. And that's exactly what's going on. So I love it. I am just hoping that you agree and understand that that is hard to do sometimes, I guess, but super necessary. Feel like I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm good. Okay. The next beautiful oracle I love, and it's an oldie but goodie, is the Healing with the Angels. Angels are a real deal, boy. They are there. They are always willing to help us. They are something you feel, or you get little, signs or just little triggers of energy, and I love it, and I do ask for help all the time. Especially before readings, I send Reiki healing, restorative energy to everyone every day because I can, and I think it's important to do so. And I also use that before I do my massage sessions because you want to, protect your aura and so forth. So this is all of that and more. And your specific message, Scorpios, for today is manifestation. So while you rest and reconsider and all of the other things, you are still an incredibly efficient and master manifester. So it's still that time, and the new moon will absolutely present that. Because what's really cool is we have the things that hold us back and the energies that do that, but it's sweetly surrounded with Venus in Aquarius, which is about absolute forward motion and ideas and inventions and new things that'll make huge strides and changes in the world. But also the Saturn influence, once again, that's the taskmaster, but it keeps us on track. And when we do that and we're focused like you can be, Scorpio, we're going to manifest better, We don't have the distractions that way. Resting and recuperating to recharge will ignite that fuel. And I tell you, this is beautiful because that new moon will really, really just only help to create more for you. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful tool in your quest to manifest. So there you go. And, Spirit knows what you're capable of. And just always wants you to know. And then the final OG oracle divination I have is the Super Attractor Manifestation deck with your special mantra for the day, what would I call it? Mantra, your affirmation. And it's just for you and every one of your connections and whatever you may need, and if they need special blessings and so forth. Creating the life you want. One feel at a time. Ooh. Now this I have not pulled for months. That's the truth, but this is so perfect. In stillness, I receive. You've got the rest and recuperation. You've got, waiting. You got a new thing happening, but it's still, you know, it's still pending the beautiful indication that you have of money coming. It may be slower because of a pentacle, but it's important. It's going to help you immensely, and it's going to be long term. And this is that beautiful blue, you know, third eye, incredible insight and intuition, and yeah, the ability to have prophecy and you know, what am I trying to say? Just these incredible gifts of downloads that come through, and maybe dreams specifically is what I'm hearing right now, but just messages for you to take in and to sit and to receive. And it's powerful. And so are you. And you're beautiful and gifted, and I love and appreciate every one of you. And I do have Scorpio Venus. I really get that, and a Neptune. So yeah, I got the Scorpio too, and I feel and I understand a lot of times what's going on with your, you know, your whole deal, your whole, you know, energy, as it were. But I love it, and I love that you be here again. If you want to subscribe, that would be beautiful. It would be a very loving thing to do, and it really helps my channel. And no pressure. But if not, take good care. I would love to have you come back again, at least. And in the meantime, thank you so much. Bye for now.